Here's a question. Why don't we see more gaming all-in-one desktops? I'm Dan Ackerman, and this is the MSI AG270. It is a very rare beast indeed. It is an all-in-one desktop, which means it's got the computer components and a big monitor built in together in one package, kind of like Apple's iMac, but it's targeted at PC gamers. Usually you see big, bulky, traditional desktops or even gaming laptops. We've certainly seen a lot of those lately, but we very, very rarely, if ever, seen a dedicated gaming all-in-one. What we have in this case is essentially a very high-end gaming laptop. This has essentially laptop components. It's got a high-end Intel Core i7 processor, but a mobile version, and it's got NVIDIA's GeForce GTX 980M graphics card. That's the high-end NVIDIA graphics card right now, but again, the mobile version, not the big, bulky desktop version, all packed into a 27-inch display. So you get performance that's on par with super high-end gaming laptops from ASUS or Origin or Alienware, not really the same level as a dedicated gaming desktop, but I'll tell you, for playing current games at high settings at 1920 by 1080, the resolution of this display, it actually works out fine. There's a couple of other things I really like about this display. One, it's got a matte coating on it, so it's not overly glossy, so you're not going to get a lot of glare from lights in the room, and it's got a nice kind of muted look to it, and it's a touchscreen, something that you see on all-in-one sometimes, but you see on gaming systems rarely, especially high-end gaming systems. So the fact that I've got just a standard Windows 8 touchscreen interface on here just adds a lot and makes this much more usable as an everyday PC besides just a gaming system. Unlike things like the iMac, which are very slim and light and put their screens on these delicate, telescoping arms, this guy just sits flat on the desk. It's heavy. It's just got one big plastic kickstand, and you can tilt it back a little bit and forward a little bit, and that's about it. It does pack in an optical drive. This particular configuration has a Blu-ray drive, and you get a standard set of ports and connections on the back, kind of like a TV would have. You've also got the same mounting screws you would need to mount, let's say, a flat screen TV, so you could put this up on a wall if you wanted to. Now, of course, all of this unique charm does not come cheap. This particular configuration is $26.99, but keep in mind it's got 2 terabytes of hard drive space, a separate 256 gig SSD, the Blu-ray drive, the super high-end processor, and graphics card. You could knock out a few of those features, get it down closer to around $2,000. A gaming all-in-one is not for everybody. Somebody very rightly described it as a gaming desktop you can never upgrade, but I found it to be a lot of fun to use, especially because it combines pretty high-end gaming parts and a touchscreen and a matte display, all things I like to see, and I very rarely get to see them together. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the MSI AG270.